It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to this special edition of the Science Bowl. The two teams you're about to meet have won once already, and today's winner moves on as the last of our semifinalists in this, our 39th year of competition. A potential champion sitting right here. Let's meet today's teams. First from Glassmanor Elementary School, say hello to Jason. Hey Jason, wave to everybody out there. And their great captain, Leon, is in the center there. And an outstanding fourth grader here, Miss Veronica, is at the end of the table there. They're playing against Valley View Elementary School, also wearing really nice matching shirts over there. Hey Adam, wave to everybody at home. You're a great player. Their captain is Julia, future author. You know, she is a terrific player. And Destiny is here, and her destiny could be in science because she wants to be a scientist. Our game, 50 points for everybody, and no points, no penalties. But we have 6 categories of questions, and if you're not familiar with our game, let's share those with you right now.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, our game board has questions listed according to difficulty. Easier questions on the left were 5 and 10. Tougher ones worth 15, 20, and ultimately 25. Our team start out, as I was saying, at 50 points with no penalties for incorrect answers. And into the 2 rounds today, we will have ourselves a semifinalist. Let's go over and make sure everything works properly. Leon, would you try that red team buzzer? All right, it looks and sounds good. Good luck to your team. And Julia, how about the green team? Also seems in pretty good shape over there. First of all, I just have to say congratulations, guys. You've made it this far in the competition. That is not easy. So no matter whatever happens today, you're just amazing. You're great players. Been an honor having you with us. Let's have a good game. We go alphabetically, as you know. G comes before V, so Glassmanor and Leon. Let's play the bowl.
Dateline Science for 15.
Dateline Science for 15 points. Doctors call the chemicals that never go away, like those that waterproof our clothes and make our frying pans non-stick. They call them PFAs, where the F stands for this. Leon.
Pass it to Jason. Forensic?
Not forensic, good try. PFAs, chemicals that never go away, the ones that we use on our clothes and make our frying pans non-stick. They're called PFAs. What does the F stand for? Forever. They're called forever chemicals. That's much in the news these days about what are we going to do with forever chemicals if they never go away. All right, no points to start the game. Go again, Red.
Science Potpourri for 15 points.
Potpourri for 15 points. Vinegar eels, those are things, are harmless nematodes. They can be found in vinegar that is unfiltered and has not gone through what P-initialed heating process. Glassmanor.
Pass it to Jason. Pasteurization?
Pasteurization,
yes.
Absolutely right. That's the same process that kills bacteria in milk and wine, yes. All right, good answer. Go, Red.
Let's get physical for 15 points.
Physical for 15 points. All right, two-part answer. Chemicals that are known as amphoteric, A-M-P-H-O-T-E-R-I-C. Amphoteric chemicals are those that can react in different ways. Sometimes like these at the low end of the pH scale, and sometimes...
Pass it to Jason.
Basic and acidic?
Bases and acidics, absolutely right. Yeah, high end and low end of the pH scale. All right, you're on a roll. Go, Red.
Body systems for 15 points.
Body for 15. We can do that for you. How many of you ride bicycles? Do you wear your helmets? Yes. Good for you. Otherwise, you're going to get a stern talking to here. 15 points. When cyclists fall off their bikes, never a good thing. They often break their clavicle, a bone better known as this.
Pass it to Jason. Collarbone.
Collarbone it is. Yeah, all right. Julia, try your buzzer. Okay, let's turn it off. Julia, try it again. Okay, just want to make sure, because I saw you over there and I thought maybe you were having problems with it.
I think they just pressed it a fraction of a second.
Yeah, that's it. And the one who gets it just cuts everything off. All right. Yeah, Destiny and Adam, be her support over there, okay? Make sure you're all in this together. Okay, let's go again, please. Red.
Zoo parade for 15 points.
Zoo for 15. Since horseshoe crab blood is useful in making human drugs, the crabs are often bled. But their blood contains a pigment called hemocyanin, which, unlike our hemoglobin, colors their blood not red, but this color.
Blue,
Glassmanor.
blue. Invisible.
Not invisible, no. What color is hemocyanin blood? It is not red. What is its color?
Blue?
Blue, absolutely right. Cyan is a kind of blue. Good answer. All right, Valley View, you're back in. Go. Julia, pick.
Zoo parade for 20.
Zoo parade for 20 points. All right, some of you are good readers. Children's books. You'll know this one. What C-initialed animal literary character said, and I quote, "If I can fool a bug, I can surely fool a man. People are not as smart as bugs." Who was she? Glassmanor?
A crocodile.
No, it's the name of a character. It's the name of a character. Valley View? Who was she? If I can fool a bug, I can surely fool a man. People are not as smart as bugs. That's Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. We're talking about the spider. She was trapping bugs in that web. She said, people aren't as smart as bugs. All right, go again, please. Red, green, Julia.
Dateline science for 20.
Dateline for 20 points. During the Cretaceous geological period, the last of the dinosaurs disappeared. And the first of these kinds of plants, like roses and daisies and daffodils, appeared. What kinds of plants are they, Glassmanor?
Perennial.
Not necessarily perennials. Valley View, what kind of plants are they?
I was going to say flowering plants.
They are flowering plants. Yes, indeed. Good answer. Good. Go. Got yourself 20 more points. Oh, the buzzer said we've come to the end of the first round. Almost a dead heat. Glassmanor 95, Valley View 85. We'll be back with round 2 in just one moment. Stay with us, please. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Really close game here as we're looking for the last of our semifinalists in the elementary competition. Glassmanor 95, Valley View 85. We're going to give our players a little bit of a break. Let's find out a little bit about them and their schools. If you've not met these young people before, online or on YouTube, here's your chance. Glassmanor, tell us about your school. Tell us about the VIPs. Principal.
Dr. Weldon.
Coaches.
Dr. Barr and Mr. Smith.
Wonderful. And alternates on your team, Leon.
We have Misael and Efron.
Wonderful. And you guys have obviously practiced a lot. How did you prepare to be on the Science Bowl?
We prepared for Science Bowl by reading our Science Source, watching Science Bowl, and reading handouts. And we practiced on Mondays and Fridays, and that's how we prepared.
Twice a week. It shows, guys. You're really playing a great game here today. What do you want to do one day, Leon?
I want to be a soccer player, but if that doesn't work out, I want to be a shirt designer.
Very nice, very nice. You got a good plan. You're such a great captain there. I like how you interact with your players here. Veronica, isn't he a good captain?
Yes.
Yeah, he really is. And you're a great player. Tell me about, you told me earlier that you wanted to be a veterinarian one day.
Yes.
What brought that on? When was it you decided that?
Because my friend has a cat and I really want one, and also I want to help animals if they get hurt or if anything they need.
Yeah, sometimes they have those commercials on television that show that pets are mistreated. You know, they leave them outside in the cold and all, and yeah, it breaks your heart. And see what you want to do something, and maybe you'll get a cat of your own someday. We're hoping, yeah. You're playing a good game here. And Jason, how do you know so much science?
I know.
You're such a great guy here today. Go.
I know a lot about science because I like to watch science book videos and read a lot of science books.
So that's it's not your secret sauce. That's not so secret. You're doing what all great players do here. And someday we're going to see you doing what?
Being a soccer player.
Wonderful. All right, keep up your great work here. Let's go over to Valley View. Julia, tell us all the VIPs at Valley View. Who's your principal?
Our principal is Dr. Kimberly Petway.
Wonderful. And I think you've got a couple coaches, don't you? Who do you
Yes.
got?
2. There's Mrs. Pamela Pugh and Miss Latney.
Wonderful. And alternates on your team?
We have 2 alternates here, Kennedy and Jamie, and 2 supportive alternates back at the school, Zaire and Aaron.
You did all that nicely. Didn't even need a crib sheet of any kind here. You're a good captain over there. I like how you sit and analyze first before you answer. Tell me, how did you guys prepare to be here? Did you have practice twice a week like the Glassmanor kids, or what was your secret sauce?
I think it was every day except Friday.
Oh, wow. Okay. Every day?
Except Friday.
Except Friday. They gave you a little bit of a break then. So,
Yeah.
tell me about what you want to do one day, Julia.
I would like to be an author. Besides the one I told you about earlier, about the girl being friends with an alien,
Yes.
I've also got a boy who can manipulate time. He cannot travel through time, but he can manipulate time.
Oh, all right. That seems like a superhero kind of skill over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Listen, I hope you follow through on that. Those sound like really great ideas. I can see the author in you already, and I know you participated in Write a Book, and I hope you continue to do that here. Adam, tell me about yourself. Why'd you want to be on this show?
I wanted to be on the show because it looked challenging and I like being challenged.
And how's your impression? Now you've been here, this is your second game. Is this what you imagined it would be?
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah. There's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of tension here, yeah? And it's sometimes these questions, they come fast and furious, but you're doing a nice job here today. What do you want to do someday?
I want to be an astronaut.
An astronaut, very good. All right. Yeah, I know there's a Mars mission being planned, and I think you're young enough. Hopefully, you'll be able to see America make its way to Mars one day. Thanks for sharing that. Destiny, tell us about yourself. You're interested in science. You would like to be a scientist. Is there any particular part of science that you like more than others, like physics or chemistry or biology, or is it the whole thing?
Like mostly biology.
Yeah, because you're an animal lover, aren't you? Yeah, and you're like Veronica over here. She wants to make sure the animals are taken care of. And had you ever thought about being a veterinarian yourself?
I've thought of it once in 3rd grade before.
Yeah, I think any of us who have had pets, that has crossed our minds. Yeah, you're playing such a good game. You keep it up over here. Let's get back into it. Last correct answer came from the green team. You're just 10 points behind, Julia. Let's go.
Body systems for 20.
Body systems, 20 points. Here's your question. 2-part answer. If someone suffers from the eye disorder, I see some of you have glasses. If someone suffers from an eye disorder known as astigmatism, these 2 eye parts, lettered C and L, Glassmanor.
The cornea and lens.
Cornea and lens, both. They can refract light, and they aren't perfectly spherical, which is why you are astigmatic. Nicely done. You got 20 more points. Go, Glassmanor.
Green things for 15, please.
Green for 15. The ripening and softening of fruit means that the cell walls have broken down, acids have disappeared, And any starches that are in those fruits have been changed into this chemical. Glassmanor.
Nutrients.
More specifically.
Nutrients, I'd say.
Valley View, any idea? Any starches inside that ripened fruit have changed into what?
Proteins?
Sugars. Sugars. Starch changes into sugar. You know, it's like, I often use the example, if you take a soda cracker, a dry cracker made of starch, put it in your mouth, and just keep chewing it for about 2 minutes, and your saliva is going to change with the help of an enzyme. It's going to turn sweet in your mouth. The starch is turned into sugar. Go again, red.
Science potpourri for 20 points.
Potpourri, 20 points. Question is, the few fish that can still breathe air, like the mud skippers and the lungfish, are defined by this adjective that describes creatures like frogs that can live on both land and water. Glassmanor.
Pass it to Jason.
Amphibians?
Amphibians, yeah, they are amphibians. Good, good. Red, go.
Let's get physical for 20 points, please.
Physical for 20. Because of unfamiliar food, this has probably happened to you. It's happened to just about everybody who's ever traveled. Because of unfamiliar food that isn't always safe to eat, people often get stomach troubles when they travel. The culprit in what's called traveler's diarrhea is E what? E. coli. E. coli bacterium. That's what causes people to get diarrhea when they're traveling, even when they're not traveling. All right, enough about, no more poopy questions here. Go red.
Green things for 20 points.
Green for 20. This is interesting. Think about this now. Some of the sugar made by plants during photosynthesis, at night it's changed into amino acids, which help make proteins, as well as these kinds of nutrients that are the liquids found inside nuts like peanuts. What are those liquids called?
What'd you say? Milk?
No, not milk. What is the liquid found inside nuts like peanuts, which is brought about by photosynthesis? Oils. Oils, like peanut oil, you know, that sometimes people use to cook with. All right, go again, please. Red.
Dateline science for 25.
25, the big one in that category, is a visual question. Look at the monitor, please. This scientist's book, A Brief History of Time, was a worldwide bestseller, but also the book most likely not to be finished because the physics was too hard for the people to understand. This man who spent most of his life, yes.
Pass it to Jason.
Stephen Hawking?
That is Stephen Hawking, yes indeed. He spent most of his life in a wheelchair. Many people saw him on The Simpsons and The Big Bang Theory. He passed away a few years ago, and he is right up there with Sir Isaac Newton in terms of esteem in England. Go again, red. Thank you, Jason.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri, 25 points. This fascinates me. When scientists observed the Ethiopian wolf feeding on the nectar of a flower, it was the first large carnivore ever seen doing so. In the process, the wolf is likely helping the plant to do what? Glassmanor?
Pollinate.
Pollinate. Yeah, the wolf is having the plant to pollinate, because as it licks this flower and goes to the next one, you know, it's doing just like what hummingbirds and insects do. Good, go.
Let's get physical for 25.
Physical for 25 points. While the earth does not produce light of its own, its earth shine that lights up the dark side of the moon is caused by this. Where does the light come from? Come on, Valley View.
The sun.
Yeah, it's reflected from the sun. Absolutely right. Good. Go. Julia, come on. Let's make up some time here and get some points.
Zoo parade for 25.
You got it. Zoo parade, 25 points. Big one. Early explorers in Africa noticed that hippos had a red liquid on their back. They called it blood sweat. In truth, it's neither blood nor sweat, but a substance with a high SPF value that keeps the hippos from getting what? Glassmanor?
Sunburn.
Sunburn. Yeah, it's a natural sunblock. You got it. Good. Go.
Body systems for 25.
Body, 25 points. Big one in that category is marsupials, like kangaroos. and monotremes like duck-billed platypuses do not have this P initialed link between mother and baby. Glassmanor.
What's that thing called?
Talk among yourselves, guys, in case I have to come to you. Don't just be looking out. Talk among yourselves.
What's it called? What's it called? It's that thing
P initial connection.
called?
All right. Valley View, can you tell us what those marsupials and monotremes don't have? It's the P initial link between the mother and the baby.
It would be weird, but I'm gonna say parental.
No, placenta. The placenta is the connection between mammalian mothers and their children. No points. Go again, Red.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25 points. During the first year of their biennial life, which means they live for 2 years, carrots don't make flowers or fruits or seeds, but go through this G initial process to get everything started. What's that? Come on, Valley View.
Germination.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Good answer. Good. Go.
Zoo parade for 10.
Zoo for 10. Look at the picture in the studio. The world's largest coral reef was just discovered. Thought to be over 300 years old, it's made up of over 1 million of these P-initialed creatures. What are they? Glassmanor.
Is it plankton?
What you got?
Plankton.
What's that?
Plankton.
Not plankton. Good try. What P-initial creatures make up those coral reefs?
Polyps.
Polyps. That's what I want to hear. Good. Go. Come on, Julia. Keep going.
Dateline science for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. There continues to be controversy over whether this F-symbolized chemical element should be in our drinking water where it lowers the chance of tooth decay. Valley View.
Fluorine or fluoride?
That's exactly right. Good. Thank you, Destiny, for your help. Come on, guys.
Physical for 10.
Physical for 10. All right. Don't let them catch you. Come on, guys. 10 points. Let's get physical. Scientists, this is a multiple choice. Scientists are trying to create the heaviest chemical element ever produced for a future periodic table. Which of the following numbers would it be? Would it be element number 120, 150, or 175? Valley View.
120.
120 is correct. Yes. Good. Green. Go. Come on.
Body systems for 10.
Body for 10 points. Question is as follows. Thanks to gravity, or not thanks to gravity, we shrink every day as this C initial tissue between our bones compresses. Glassmanor.
Cartilage.
Cartilage is right. You got it, man. Go Red.
Okay, for 10. Green things for 10.
Green, 10. Multiple choice. The dark brown color in some leaves that keeps insects from eating them is caused by what bad tasting T initial pigment? Is it tannin, tartar, or thiamine?
Tartar.
Not tartar. Is it tannin, tartar, or thiamine, that brown color that makes leaves taste bad?
Tannin.
Tannin is right. Yes, indeed. Yes. Good. Green.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. This is funny. Some dinosaurs were thought to have fuzzy hair that looked a lot like this accumulation of fibers from clothes that you find in a clothes dryer. Valley View.
Lint?
Lint, yeah. They kind of look like they were covered with lint. Good, go. Julia, you got to keep going here. We're almost out of time.
Potpourri for 5.
Potpourri for 5 points. Here's that question. To maintain a constant angle relative to a nearby source of light, these lepidopterous insects are constantly drawn to a flame or bright lights. Like a moth to a flame. We were looking for a moth there. Buzzer is sounded. It looks like Glassmanor has held on despite that late movement by Valley View. We'll double check that score and we'll be right back. Wasn't that a good game? This is the essence of Science Bowl. A team is well ahead, and the other team, they are plucky. They keep coming back and coming back, and look how close that score is. Valley View did a terrific job there at the end, and as your coaches say, for your first time, what an appearance you put in here today. Our final tally today is Valley View 185. Glassmanor, you were amazing, 220. Congratulations to Glassmanor. You are our last semi-finalist. That's a way to go, guys. And tell us who's back there, Leon.
We got Dr. Weldon. We got Dr. Bar. We got Efron, our alternate. We got Misael, our alternate. We have Mr. Smith, our sponsor, and
I think you got them all. He wanted to keep going. And a nice round of applause for that Valley View team. What an impression you have left for us today. Terrific game here. Julia, would you do the honors again?
So behind Adam is Miss Pugh, then there's Miss Latney next to her. Our alternate Kennedy, our other alternate Jamie, and our principal Dr. Petway.
Wonderful. Thank you guys for doing this and for being here. We loved having you. And before you leave, why don't we give a nice round of applause for our judges who are sitting out here. And our crew that you can't see, Mr. Wolf back there, Mr. Brown, and Mr. Jones, and Mr. Crawford are back there making all this look good. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. The semifinals are coming up. Make it a date. We'll see you then. I'm Mr. Z. Bye-bye.